Everyone, this is Dave Johnson. Welcome to Moonride. I'm going to take a look at what I think are the final days of the former guy, that is the name Donald Trump. I really think this is interesting because something's changed. Something has happened, I think, in a whole vast consciousness in the universe, which is that Trump is sinking. He's just going down. Every case he tries, he's losing. I know a lot of people think that he won't really be punished. I think that he is being punished, if only in a personal way. But I really want to know more than anything else what that means for us, the regular people who live on this planet. What is the meaning of this rise and fall of this monster? So, Spirit, maybe we can first of all start with just next things for Trump before we get to the next part. I see Trump reading the newspaper. As usual, he's really angry. It's interesting, though, he's ripping out an article of the newspaper. And he's ripping out and then he's going to burn that part. So, he keeps getting the newspaper and there's parts that he doesn't like. And so he's ripping them out, but he's getting to the point where he doesn't have much of a newspaper left anymore. There's just no good stories about him right now. So understand that this is it's really significant for somebody who's a narcissist that they can't find any good news about themselves. Again, I know that won't satisfy everyone, but on one level, he is being terribly punished because of his own nature. His own insecurities are coming out to haunt him. And I want to know too about, all the people around Trump, are they gonna accede to any consequences? Now, something's coming for Jim Jordan, and it looks like a hurricane. It looks like a tornado, actually. Tornadoes, if you do things like Reiki are often a way of cleaning things out. And I think they have tornadoes in Ohio. Something is coming his way, and it is going to expose him. I literally see that tornado ripping off Jim Jordan's clothes. I know that's not the most beautiful image, but that is he's like covering himself, like, oh no, he's gonna be seen for who he is, and it's not a happy thing for him. So I think this is symbolic of others who have worked with him. A lot of these people really are reaping what they sow. Look, if your life is politics, that's the only thing you do, the only job you have, losing political power is everything. I know it is not a fair justice system, but I can see that these people, even within their own Republican Party, are being pushed to the edge of relevance. They will be known as the people who sank the party. And that's not Liz Cheney who sank the party. So notice this. It's important for all of us to know on a political level what the consequences of these kinds of extremism are for politicians. So let's just go to the meaning of it all. Like, what does this mean for us without too much judgment? I see that tornado again. The tornado ripped the clothes off a lot of people. It's like the emperor has no clothes. That tornado is going all over the United States. It's ripping off a lot of clothes. And a lot of people, I think, are being exposed for who they really were. Look, we kind of knew that the Republican Party had some racist ties before. Now they are totally overt, right? We know they're not just kidding around. They really are straight up bigots. Not all Republicans, I believe, are straight up bigots, but they turn a blind eye towards bigotry when it happens. So that's being exposed. We know who they really are. And I just get the feeling we had to know. It's unpleasant, but we had to figure that one out. I'm seeing the edge of the planet, and then I'm kind of off in the universe. And it's just this sort of, this is where we learn. This is the sort of changing of the old world to a new world, is our awareness. And we needed to have this awareness. We needed to know what was really going on via our taxes. And now that we know that, there's a sort of expansion that happens. What else can we know about this? Yeah, I'm seeing a star. I'm just kind of being shown how I was pushed further in my consciousness. Like, for example, I didn't necessarily like believe in UFOs before, and now I'm pretty much there because I'm talking to them. Um, you know, it it pushed me to go in directions I would not have gone otherwise. So maybe what's an image that we could give to all Americans, all people on this planet, for whom political situations matter? Yeah, I'm getting a really dynamic like image of Earth. It's like a gyroscope, and it just gives me the feeling of evolution and change. I just feel like compelled to tell you, these times are really difficult for a lot of people. I know that everybody is having difficulty right now, and part of it is just practical, putting food on your Christmas table and buying everybody gifts. I've been told that half the people in America are having this problem, which just living here in Australia, I find absolutely shocking. But it's it's really hard. It's really difficult for people. And what I want everybody to do, and I'm just going to suggest is, you're in those moments of difficulty and they need to be dealt with and addressed. But there's some point where the stress of it all needs to be put aside. Give yourself a little time and just create an image of, harmonious universe. I see this planet as like almost like a gyroscope. It's just like changing and evolving and happening and all of this stuff. And if we could see this as not a static point, I have not enough food, I will never have enough food, but actually as a change, as a turning, as a becoming, as a, hey, I don't have food right now, but it's gonna inspire me to find a better way to get food in the future, or I need to change the way that I'm living, or the politics, or whatever. I need to group with people and work in this particular way, or something like that. All of these events, which are unpleasant, are pushing us forward and doing things that we would never consider doing if our life was easy. If you can focus on that image of dynamism and change, whatever that looks like for you, it will be really helpful. You're gonna need a break from the stress. So spend a little bit of time, and by all means, if you can get to nature, it's free. It accepts all of your energy. If you put it into the earth, just send it into the earth, anything negative. Mother Earth will transform it and make it into beautiful flowers. So these are things that are available to us. And I'm reminded of one Christmas where my mom and I were totally broke. We just didn't have a nickel. And so instead we cut out pictures of things we would like to give each other for Christmas. And it was the best Christmas because there was so much love there. It was so much more about us doing our best in that difficult situation, to connect at least with each other, to have a good time, to have fun, to not necessarily care about the material objects, but each other. That turned out to be a great Christmas because really of my attitude wasn't about the stuff. It was about dreaming of what you'd like to give another person and having them have fun looking at the trip around the world that they received. And I kind of got that gift. So this is a good way to see this holiday time. What does it mean to be together with another? Might be more important that you just listen to someone that you gave them some fabulous gift. It might just be more important that you're there in spirit, giving the love that you can, rather than being driven by some materialist idea that a particular item is going to bring you happiness, or that if you buy this particular item and you give it to someone, they will be happier or they will think more of you. It's not really the case, is it? We think about the gifts that were given to us that really matter. Not the most expensive ones, it could be, but it's really about the love behind the gift that's going to matter in your lifetime. This is really important, I feel. Be present with others this holiday season, even if you don't have all of the things you'd like. Make the extra effort to be present. Don't judge yourself according to some rule by others. That's one thing that I just see people doing all the time. My neighbors have a better car than me, so I must be a failure. Who cares about this materialist stuff, you know? When your neighbor is on their deathbed, they're not going to think of the new car. They're going to think about the relationships that they had. They're going to think about the choices that they've made. They're going to think about love that they shared. All right, I'm just being shown a tree. And remember that the Christmas tree is symbolic of so many things, a connection to spirit and earth, and it also has a pyramid shape. It does not matter what religion you are, you can access spirit in these ways. It's a symbol. Remember that it is a symbol of our connection to the earth and spirit. That's a good memory. All right, one more thing, everybody. If you would like to have me answer trans-channel questions, send them to my website. I'll be traveling a bit and I will try to get to all the questions that you ask. Again, these are trans-channeling, not necessarily as political. If you send them to me, it might take me a little while to get to you. I'll try to get to all of them, depending. A lot of times you guys sync up in what you want. But send your questions. Just take a look at my website down below and send any trans-channeling questions you like. Thanks so much for watching.